I don't wanna fight. Spend a couple nights, we can make this right.
Hey girls. Hey fellas. Let's shuffle this 8 times. I'm just gonna get straight into it. No long talking. You already know what time it is. Go get your tea. I got mine. Go get your wine, your coffee, your blanket. If you in the bed, you know, pull that blanket up. I completely forgot that was supposed to be doing that little thing. How y'all doing? Like, actually, I gotta go ahead and come in here because I was collecting all these notes for the reading over the last few days. That's one. And I just been in my head, you know. I collect notes to get out of my head, but that's two. I just feel like, sorry, I'm kissing my teeth because I'm so dramatic, but also that's just how it feels. Like, I've been collecting ideas for days of what to come on here and say because it just be popping in my head. I should do a reading on this. But I'm always doing something else. That's 3. Right? That's 3, right? Oh, that's 3. 4. So I'm sitting on that, like, let me just come over here and say what I need to say. And just keep hearing all these songs about someone who doesn't want you to leave, someone who's going to make a last attempt to save the sinking ship. And I don't know, could be a fire sign. Father of Wands. I think that's 6. I just feel like, why does that have to even get to the point of like me walking away? Me finally deciding I'm fucking done. I'm out of here. For someone to come how you want them to. For someone to treat you how you already desire to be treated. Because you need a protector. You want a provider. It doesn't even have to be all financial. You want somebody who provides emotional support, emotional stability, consistent intimacy, or open and honest communication around intimacy and where we're at in life. And, you know, someone who really takes the initiative to get to know you. And they fall in love with you, not what you have, not what you can do for them, but they fall in love with you and your story and your experience, the good and the bad, and how you've maneuvered it and how you are after everything. And they just find you so beautiful. That is the person that we deserve. I don't know. Easy to make excuses. Maybe you grew up seeing your parent make excuses for the other, and that made it easier for you growing up in your adulthood or wherever you are in life to accept the excuses, accept that they'll just never have enough time for you. And you should just learn to be okay with that. Accept the things that you don't actually want. Like, yuck. Yuck, sis. So, let's get into it. Well, I never meant to cause you no pain. yeah. I just wanna go back to me. I had to hold back. I'm gonna be super loud. That's so crazy. I have to hold back. I don't actually have to hold back, right? But there's like this societal pressure to be the fuck quiet, to make yourself smaller in order to be respected and respectable. You ain't holding back for nobody. Because I don't do nothing but get you into depression, let's just say it, and anxiety. And sleepless nights thinking about or getting a person that's laying awake, having conversations with themselves about all the things they wish they had fucking said. And they got work in the morning, work in the morning. They got work in the morning. It's giving that energy. Staring at the ceiling. Why ain't like this, bro? I don't mean to laugh, but because somebody was just up at night, staring at the ceiling, thinking about all their regrets instead of doing something about it. This could be you, this could be the other person, it could be anybody. It could be the regret of not leaving sooner. It could be the regret of staying. It could be the regret of not being able to give the person that you love what they need and deserve, because you don't even know what you need and deserve because you're still trying to figure that out for yourself. So, anyways, I wrote something like, we are like a finger on the hand of God, and our ability to work together allows us to hold on to things tighter, with a stronger grip, with more stability. Even if you don't have fingers, it's more a metaphor saying like, yes, consider people's feelings. You know, that's important. Yes, hear them out. Yes, be open. Because another thing that I wrote, you're going to receive messages through the air. This may be a movie that you're watching, anime, that seems to relate to what you need to hear in your life in a strange way. Songs that stand out to you, songs that you can't stop singing and thinking about. And you find yourself just holding back. Why? Why? Anyways, it's just like you can't be in between when it comes to being yourself. If you don't show up fully as yourself, one, they're never gonna see you. Two, you'll never feel seen. So it takes the both of us making an effort to show the other person what they need to see about us. In order for them to know you're not gonna take no shit. I respect myself, I love myself, I have boundaries. I've been through some very hard, traumatic things. And yes, I may go through bouts of loneliness, and yes, I may want this companionship so much that I sacrifice a part of myself, but it's worth it, right? It's worth it, even though all my needs aren't fulfilled with space, even though I wish I was somewhere else. It's like, life is short. If you're not spending it doing what you actually give a fuck about, and people are coming in and telling you how to live it, and you're letting them lead you in a direction that you don't want to go, you really have to ask yourself, why are you going? Why are you following them? Where are they taking you? Where are they taking the direction of your life? Really look at that shit. If all somebody wants is sex, but you want commitment, you are settling. It doesn't matter how good the intimacy is. It doesn't matter how comfortable it feels. It doesn't matter how much of a soulmate connection it may be. You have to show them you love yourself so they can know how to love you. And that may look like saying deuces. I'm not talking to you today. And I may not talk to you tomorrow. I choose to only engage with people when I'm in a space of love because I understand that the energy I give needs to be genuine in order for me to show up as myself. So if it doesn't feel right for me to come forward or something, or speak up on something, or hit up this person, or chase this person, if it feels more correct to protect yourself because something in your gut is telling you this is not what the fuck I want for my life anymore, then hey, time to join the club of EXO folks. It's time to travel, it's time to move, it's time to mingle. Because there are going to be messages through the air that you are going to hear. This may be people that you encounter randomly, that you happen to have a conversation with, has the answers that you needed. There are answers in people. God wants to show you that you can, it's safe to trust again, it's safe to love again. I know that sounds cliche and stupid. I think so. I'll never freaking want to see that. It sounds corny to me, but it's true. We prime our eyes and ourselves to find exactly what we're looking for, especially in the tarot space, or when it comes to just interpreting the messages on your heart. We put ourselves through so many filters before we say what we actually think we mean. And we hope that it comes across in ourselves. And honestly, it's all ourselves. Mask or not, that person behind the mask is still you. It's just hiding. It's just, there's this wall, this barrier, this shield almost. You don't let too many people in. Too many people can't see you. They don't see you cry. They don't see you go through the hardest freaking days of your life, or you being homeless, or you losing your house, or you when you lost that person and everybody was calling at one point and then they stopped calling, or you go through that breakup of always being with that person and then a betrayal, and then your mind, your life is never the same. So it's always really important to like do you and be you, because when you're moving in alignment with yourself, and we always have to be like, oh, imagine what your higher self would do, or astral travel, project your body out of yourself. It's always this like energy or task or requirement of having to imagine ourselves being something more, something beyond ourselves, in order to really see the situation clearly. And those two people should come together. Those two people, your higher self and your human self, should work together more often. They should collaborate more often, because that person is in touch with your spirit and the divine. Okay, honey. I don't like to rant. I feel like I be rude. I feel like I be ranting. Oh, how did it come out again? This mom though. This mom though. This mom though. It's just what we just talked about. You're walking away from things You're walking away from situations that are unusable, dangerous even. Yeah, sharp ass glass. We're gonna sit there, try to pick it up and put it back together. I remember I was in the living room and I forgot what I was doing. I'm real clumsy sometimes, especially in my spatial awareness and shit like that. Like, it be real low sometimes. So I accidentally knocked this plate off and it, you know, broke. And I tried to pick it up with my hands, thinking, oh, I could see it. I could just grab it at the right spot and it's not gonna hurt me. Bitch, don't you know that shit hurt and that shit made me bleed? When we are leaving, and I know I should have just, we had a vacuum. I could have just vacuumed it up. I could have swept it up. I could have taken all these other measures to protect myself. And I think for now, whoever this is for, you're at a point where you're like, I no longer want to have to be in a situation where I feel like I need to protect myself from people. So you're reevaluating your friendships, you're evaluating your circle. And besides, how do I say this? It's not always about, oh, I'm lonely, or oh, I'm alone because maybe it's on purpose. Maybe you needed that. You needed that lesson. You needed to go through 8 cycles with this person. You needed to have that conversation 8 times to finally get the fucking lesson of like, oh, I'm tired of this. I'm bored. I want more. I deserve more. This is a dangerous situation for my long term. I don't see an easy path ahead. I don't see an easy path ahead with this situation. And all of these cups, all of these feelings that I've had for this situation, all of this creative passion and energy and nurturing, just bomb-ass nurturing energy that I've had for this situation does not need to go to the situation no more. It needs to come back to me. I need my shit back. Every time I'm saying that, I need my shit back. I don't know who's saying that. Either somebody saying that to be petty, like, oh, you trying to leave? You trying to leave? Then I need my shit back. Oh, I see. It's power plays, because we saw the Father of Pentacles on the bottom earlier. It's power plays. Somebody feeling like they hold of something that you want, that you need. Biatch, please. Somebody thinks they're holding something that you need. Somebody thinks they have something that you absolutely need. And without it, you'll just be not shit in life. You'll just never get anywhere. And that's the thing about checking your ego. Never, ever, ever think that, yes, they'll be better off without you, but never, ever, ever think that someone can't change their life without you. Because that's not up to us. I'm seeing somebody like leaving. They even moving on. They kicking somebody out. They saying, I don't want to be with you no more. That shit is tired. I'm bored. I found somebody else. I just want to be single. I just want to be happy. Like, I'm a little congested. I just realized. But yeah, I just want to be happy. I just want to have clarity in my life. I deserve that. We deserve that. So if I gotta do that without you, if I gotta leave you to have peace, girl, gone. I'm just saying. Get somebody to get your shit and go. Get your shit and go. Are you joking me? Are you kidding me? Grapes. This is random. I think something about grapes. Candy. Someone might be eating candy. I don't know. Maybe I get to the shit and go. I'm leaving the situation for the sake of my soul and my spirit and my happiness and my future. And people always imagine being married. You always wanted somebody that's going to be loyal, that's going to be obsessed with you, that's going to understand you, that's going to find you attractive, that's going to be all about you. You deserve that. You deserve to be chosen. You deserve to be loved. Indeed. Oh shit. Can I just get one card? Oh, they said, what's the question? Okay, dang. What's coming first? That's good. Oh shit. That's so much. I only want one card. I have boundaries. Thank you. Okay. I see. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. When I saw this, I was like, oh no. What's good is coming for us is we're going to be leaving the lack mentality. Oh my gosh. The theme is leaving. The theme is leaving. Before I let go, before I let you go away, can I get a kiss goodnight? Before I let go. Your money gon' go up. Let go of this person energetically. 100%. I don't know what that's about. I don't know why these both look like mountains, but this reminds me more of like the stock market, the ups and downs, hitting a peak. It's way smoother than whatever the fuck this is. It's a lot of triangular energy. I'm getting somebody going. People are gonna come along and help you get out of this energy. You just have to put yourself out there. Ugh, fuck. Sorry, that was some total machine. You just have to put yourself out there, and if you don't know how to put yourself out there, start investing more in your hobbies, the things that you like to do, and start doing those things with people. Start doing what you like to do with people. That way you can always be your best self, because you're putting yourself in the best situations to thrive. Make it all about you if that's what it takes to get out of the energy of lack. How does your main character want to move? What does she or he want to do next? What does she or he want to overcome? What is the hero arc? What is the story? What is your story? How do you want to go from here? It's gonna take being more intuitive about what to do with your money and what to invest in. Being more methodical. Budgeting. I don't know. A lot of like financial tips and things like that. Like maybe really get into your financial bag as far as like affirm I have everything that I need to be successful. And soon. And soon. I'll make it to you. Baby, I'll do what I do. I'm hearing that song is more for the self. soon as I get home, as soon as you walk away, as soon as you get alone, as soon as you go into this hermit mode of like just being by yourself. Maybe something has happened. Maybe you got sick, you got the flu, you on your period, something happened, or you don't got no plans, or money issues, or family issues. Something has happened to where you are now like in a period of isolation. And instead of hyper focusing on the fact that you're alone at this time, really come home to yourself, right? Come out of your body and imagine that you are your friend and you are, hey girl, I'm downstairs, can you let me in? Oh yeah, girl. Thank you, girl. You know, I don't know what I got the same voice, but you know what I mean? Like, it's the bestie that's coming over that you feel safe having them in your home. It's funny, I went outside this morning, or I was outside this morning by myself, and as I was going inside, I saw somebody who was dressed exactly like me, exactly like how I would dress, and I saw them, and I remember thinking, I saw them, I was approaching them from the back. I remember thinking, oh, I hope I don't scare them. My energy didn't pick up that they were a threat. You know, even though I couldn't see their face, even though they was kind of big, even though they were all black, you know, back turned to me, couldn't see nothing, didn't even know they was there, they didn't know I was there, you know, but I had to pass them to go to get inside the building. And I saw somebody that looked like, oh shit, the hermit. Look, I saw somebody that looked like me, and their energy felt safe. So it's just like coming home to yourself means being safe with yourself. You don't go home. You're not gonna go home. You're not gonna be the friend that comes over and you walk through the door and she talking about, oh, why you wear that? Why your hair look like that? Oh, do you go to the gym? Did you do this? Did you do that? You know, it's not even about so much the message as much as how they're saying it that shows you, oh no, this is abusive. You know what I mean? Oh, look at you. You're an addict. You're never gonna get anywhere. You're never gonna leave this relationship because this is the best that you can do, because he took you in when you were at your lowest, so you owe him your life. Because she got great sex, so I gotta stay around. Or I can't tell her that I don't want to be in a relationship because I'd rather be single and I just want sex. You know what I mean? Like, having these ulterior motives and dealing with people with ulterior motives, even with yourself, dealing with your own ulterior motives. When you're coming home to yourself as a friend or as yourself, who are you coming home to? How do they talk to you? How do they talk to you? How do they treat you? Do they drug you up all the time? Do they keep you drunk all the time, tipsy all the time? Do they keep you spending your money all the time? You feel like every time y'all go out, y'all spending money? You feel me? It's about really like seeing yourself as more, seeing beyond yourself, merging with your higher self, your higher perspective, the bigger outlook or the bigger plan, and being able to zoom in on yourself as this one atom, as a singular molecule sitting by themselves, just chilling, really like thinking, how do I show up for myself on a daily basis? When I'm not showing up for myself in a way that I would like to show up for myself, how do I discipline myself? Because some people were disciplined extra hard. Some people were never disciplined. Some people had no structure. So it's hard for you to hold on or become stable emotionally because you're constantly like in your feelings about lack, about what you lack, about what you can't do, because nobody ever told you what you could do. You quite literally have to parent yourself, which is ghetto. Like, this is the Son of Pentacles. He's a baby. He's a baby. He don't even know how to be financially stable. Nobody ever taught him that. That's real. That's real. So it's like, if you love yourself, if you were yourself's own partner, what would you do as a partner to teach yourself how to cope better with the world? Know more. Be happier. Alright, y'all. Last message. I see the Hermit reversed in the bottom. I'm automatically thinking, what is the introspection? Four of Swords. Rest. Relaxation. Recuperation. There's a Mother of Pentacles on the bottom. The Four of Swords. I'm just hearing, I'm just a little baby. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of like this energy of, I just feel so not even young. I just feel so inexperienced. I don't know. Maybe a lot of things are changing. A lot of things you have to juggle. A lot of things you've never done before are scary as hell, and it takes a lot of your energy to do new things, to learn new things, because nobody ever taught you. And you have to teach yourself. And that's a whole different character that you have to be, to come into, because it's a part of you. It's a part of you. It's like the reason that you're isolated is because God, they need you to see that. They need you to see everything that you are. And if you are by yourself, it's like going through training. Going through combat training, you're constantly in this mental battle with yourself, and y'all are sparring, y'all are throwing words. They're saying you'll never be anything, you'll never be good enough, you'll never qualify for this job. You know what I mean? And you have it's this angel and demon effect of like, yeah, you're really going through your mental battles, you're really fighting your demons, you're really going through that 40 days of being in the desert. You're going back and forth with your devils on loving yourself, fighting to love yourself. But in this process of being alone, you begin to realize, I don't need to be alone to heal. I don't need to be alone to grow. I don't need to be alone to heal, and I don't need to be alone to grow. I have so much faith, I have so much belief. I've overcome my demons to the extent that I can command them to shut the fuck up. I don't know how else to say it. You can command yourself to tell the voice of fear and doubt Do you know who I belong to? Do you know who created me? Do you know what I possess? Do you know what I can do? Do you know what I've been through? Do you know what I've overcome? And you're telling me I'll never be what? Let me show you. I'm gonna show you. It's not about, I'm seeing the situation where you're leaving and you want revenge because they hurt you. And I hate to say it, but it's not about what they did to you. It's about you. It's about how you paint the picture, how you paint the story, how you tell the story. It's about, I overcame this, I survived this, I'm actually still here. Yes, I struggle with depression. Yes, I struggle with social anxiety or anxiety in general. Yes, I'd be terrified to go outside because I'd be terrified to go outside. And because I am outside, but I make it a point to sit there for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and 15 minutes go by. And I see the sun, and I see the stars, and I see birds and squirrels and life happening around me, and nature just doing its consistently immaculate, divine thing. And I'm just like, I'm glad that I'm here. I'm not perfect, but I'm actually trying. I think we need to remind ourselves that, yeah, you don't have to be perfect, but if you're trying, if you're trying, you're moving. And even if you don't think you're trying, if you're here watching the video, if you have your eyes open, if you woke up and got out of bed today, you did something amazing for yourself. You did something that some people didn't have the heart to do today, because it takes actual strength to be a human on this planet called Earth. I feel this energy of like, there's a lot of anger, there's a lot of resentment, there's a lot of betrayal, heartbreak, letdowns, wanting life to get better, but then something bad happens and you wonder, what the hell? Why me? Why now? How am I gonna get through? It's getting long, but they say long more. Let's be obedient. So you left this situation. You're in this energy of overcoming this lack mentality. And you're in this period of loss. You're just looking around at what you lost, and you're trying to get up again. You're trying to start over from scratch. You're trying to build again, because here you are again at the point of having to rebuild, start over. And you're uncomfortable, and you feel inexperienced. So you hardly trust yourself because no one has really affirmed you in a way that you know what that voice sounds like. So the work we're being asked to do is to be the voice, to listen to things that have the voice that you want. Sorry, there's a lot coming out. So listen to things that have the voice that you want. But that also means they have to be honest. Oh, shit. Let's have the deck on that honest. You have to use your discernment. Okay, I see. Using your discernment when it comes to what you're listening to. Being able to channel energies. Channel those energies. So say you're listening to, I don't know if you know, Shits and Gigs. They're a British podcaster, two guys who are best friends, James and Fuad. Was a team, and they do their boy thing, their men talk. I forgot how I found that. Oh no. Do their boy thing. They put the best part of themselves out there, which is their friendship. Making money off the best part of yourself. There's so many things. What the hell? This came out. Oh my gosh. This was reversed at first, so I'm getting. Chariot is willpower. The ability to persevere, the ability to endure. Now the Mother of Pentacles. She's nurturing, she's protective. Having the will to be nice to yourself. Excuse me, my word, I needed that. That's all I'm saying. Sorry, she was like, I had to free up that space. We have a total of 5 cards for this reading, and we have the Hangman to top it all off. Thank you so much for coming to our TED Talk. You went through all of this shit. I needed to see the progression. We have the 8 of Cups. The mountain, where we had to look at everything, all the feelings, all the things that we had built in this space, and look at how they were broken, and look at how we couldn't put them back together because they weren't meant to be put back together, because we weren't meant to be there anymore. We weren't meant to double our obstacles. The journey is already hard and already long. We have the Son of Pentacles, so we left the relationship and we feel like we have this gap, this void that needs to be filled. And technically we do, energetically we do. But whenever you've lost something or walked away from something, it's going to feel like your life is different, because it is. Because it is. You're walking away from what no longer serves you. You're becoming more methodical about how to move, how to protect yourself, how to put yourself first, how to double your investments. You're getting out of, or there is a need to get out of, the lack energy. Then you have the 4 of Swords, which looks like the mountain of light. The mountain has turned upon itself. So potentially we've been isolated from the situation. We've been put in separation from the situation for a reason. And that is to realize that a lot of what is wrong with our connections is the way that we speak to ourselves in the first place. If you didn't have a father, then you didn't have somebody. And we started with the Father of Pentacles, OMG, and we ended with the Mother of Pentacles. Sheesh, if you didn't have a father or a strong, masculine, protective, masculine presence in your life that made you feel safe, especially growing up, it's very hard to then adopt the language that you need to hear to know when to leave relationships and men that are not protective of you, whether that be their language, whether that be their financial abuse. They're spending up all the money and they're making you have to work double time, or you're codependent on them because they've made it so that you can't leave. They're not seeking your independence. They're not seeking your highest good, your highest desire, and what you want. They're not seeking your purpose. And actually, nobody can do that for you. Nobody can go on this long-ass journey for you, where you have to constantly fight to be who you are, to love what you love, to be yourself, to advocate for yourself, to protect yourself. You have to constantly fight yourself and go through these mental battles and learn to toughen up. You can't be fragile. And if you've gone through abuse, you know you have to be more mindful of how you talk to yourself, because you don't want to reopen the wound, because you live with the wound, because the wound is you. Which the Hangman kind of reminds me of, like a wound, like an open cut in a way. With a red beady eyes, like, be so for real. It's parental wounds. OMG. You have the Mother of Pentacles. The Father that's authoritative. Typically the masculine is not associated with being I won't say emotional, because the masculine Father of Pentacles is emotional. He is protective. He does cater to the emotional needs. I think that's the thing we need to remember, is a healthy masculine is someone that also caters to your emotional needs. They don't need to be leaving you feeling like you gotta figure this shit out by yourself. That you're constantly fighting to be heard, constantly fighting to not go upstairs and cry by yourself. And then you come back and act like you're fine, and you think you're over emotional because some toxic ass masculine has come along and told you that. The masculine energy is meant to lead. The feminine energy is meant to receive. And I don't mean the humans, I mean the energy. We both possess a feminine and masculine energy. It took a sperm and an egg to get here for all of us. Even if those people are not in our life, even if those people didn't love us the way that we needed to be loved, protect us the way that we needed to be protected, even though they didn't talk to us the way that we deserve to be spoken to. The curse of the devil, and I don't even know why I'm saying this, it's just coming to my mind. The curse of the devil is that we can never, ever escape the hell that we've been through, the hell that we were put through. We're never ever able to escape. Even in our minds, it lives with us as thoughts. We ought to be nurturing, we ought to be kind, we ought to give grace, we ought to make ourselves, quite literally. We must turn our minds, our home, our space. But I'm hearing especially our minds. Turn our minds into a safe place to be and a home. Be at home in your own mind. That's what she gives me. Be at home in your own mind. Be at home in your own body. And that is why when you speak of the feminine energy, spirituality, the connection with the divine, being receptive of their message, it requires us to make space. That means organizing our home, throwing things away, be it people, clothes, whatever, that pizza box, whatever, that used napkin, whatever, them whole underwears, whatever. Whatever you can afford to get rid of. Whatever you can't afford not to get rid of, them things need to go. And it's okay to be alone. Because that just means you're making space for better. The feminine energy is soothing. She is sensual. She is beauty. She is everything. It's like, look back at where you came from, but look back with love. Not hate, not resentment, not the heavy shit. Just look back with a nurturing attitude, which is, I did that, I survived that, I made it. Because having this new perspective is gonna change the money. If you are having trouble with your money, the mental block is just how you speak to yourself. I'm hearing it's okay to be you. But if you're gonna do what's in your heart, do it times 100, nigga. Don't act like nothing. Alright, y'all. This was a long one. But we made it out. We're gonna get this bag. As in the money gonna come in. Sure, man. And all we gotta do is change our mind, change our life. Paint ourselves as the victor. We overcame. We survived. Not they did this, they did that, we did. Take your power back. Start with I.